Double-clicking a computer record opens the Computer Details window. Many of the detail and configuration windows in KeyConfigure have icons across the top that let you show and hide information panes within the larger window. Computer, Product, Policy Details, and Report Configuration windows all share this feature. So if you can't find what you're looking for, just remember that it may be hiding up here. Let's have a look at each section. The Categorization pane displays information about how the computer record is organized and referenced in KeyServer. Login type and lifecycle stage can be changed with the drop-downs manually. Computer ID is the unique identifier KeyServer assigns to each computer record for internal record keeping. It begins with a letter that represents the kind of computer record, in this case V is for virtual, followed by the MAC address, computer name, thin client name, or other attribute based on the priority list in the Computer ID Types window in the Config menu. Client version and client auto-update settings, as well as division and division anchor settings are listed in the Categorization pane, and this is also where tags are created and added manually. Tags are just plain text strings uninterpreted by KeyServer. However, KeyConfigure and KeyReporter will display tags in a hierarchy if you use periods to separate each level of the hierarchy, similar to how the slash or backslash character is used to separate a file path into directories in the file system hierarchy. Value tags are a special purpose tag you can read more about in our documentation. The information pane shows hardware information about the computer, such as the computer name and the last address the computer used when connecting to KeyServer. If you hold the cursor over some of these properties, you may see additional information. If you see an icon for an object, you can usually double-click it for additional details. The Policies pane contains one item, a list of managed policies which this computer currently has a license for, or in some cases has simply used. Node policies can be dragged directly from the Policies window into this list in order to add the computer to the node list for the policy. Likewise, policies can be deleted from this list, deleting the computer from the node list for the policy. In the case of a node or lease policy, deleting the policy from the list will also revoke it, allowing a different computer to use that license if necessary. The Groups pane contains a list of groups the computer belongs to as a member of the node list for the group. That means that if a computer is part of a group because it matches location or filter definitions, the group won't be listed here because the computer isn't explicitly defined in the node list of the group. The Audit pane contains settings and information about computer audits, including whether audits are turned on, the schedule, the date of the base or first audit, the date of the last audit, and when the next audit will take place. You can also see the list of programs discovered in the last audit and request an audit to be performed immediately upon the next login. The Asset pane contains a list of fields that can be populated manually through a spreadsheet or import, or automatically by creating and managing fields in a specific directory on Windows and Mac machines. Have a look at our documentation for more details. The Purchase pane shows a few details about the purchase of the computer, which can be entered manually, imported from a spreadsheet, or linked to a purchase record in the Purchases window, which will be discussed in another video. The Notes pane just contains a free-form text field that can contain anything you want. It can be viewed here or added to a number of reports. And the Custom pane contains up to 10 custom fields. Custom field labels can be defined by clicking the Customize button and then populated here manually by import or added to registry or plist directories on the client and populated automatically, just like the asset fields mentioned earlier. That's it for this video on the Computer Details window. Thanks for watching.